Cześć dziubeczki. Intrygujący, starszy, w średnim, dziwnym, nie wiem, wieku. Pan z rudą brodą, jeszcze bardziej rudy niż my. W sumie wychodzi na to, że on jest rudy, a my jesteśmy po prostu szatynami. Nie wiem.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one
No,
of those
echo
days.
jak nic.
What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one
Facet
person are going
potrzebuje
to keep
żart,
this
co
place afloat.
potrzebuje.
Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right.
Ale skoro
And
on
I
jadł,
admit I may have
to
heard
dlaczego
some
on się
stranger
nie
than
zatruł?
usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down. What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I bound it up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Jest bardzo pozytywnym człowiekiem, myślę. Dobra, nie
No
wiem.
thanks, my friend.
Aha, to nie była propozycja?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Boblu, to jest kurde mapa.
Show it to somebody else.
No dobra.
No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea.
No
Show it to
dobrze.
somebody else.
No okej. Somebody, a tam pisze someone,
No thanks, my
także...
friend.
Nie dziękuję. No to
I'm
nie,
afraid I have
proszę.
no idea.
No interesujesz się tym, to może wodę byś sobie popatrzył. Co?
Show it to somebody else.
Mech.
This is the journal, correct?
O!
The one that man
Sure,
left here
quite so.
60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature.
No
The
właśnie.
cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Ładnie.
Yes, of course.
To jest podejrzane,
No
co ty
thanks, my
mówisz.
friend.
Kurczę.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Nie, on nie może być zabójcą, jest za miły.
Show it to somebody else.
No i co mam ci zrobić, no?
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
Facecie i jaranie się brodą.
He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
To
You're
było
wasting
chętne.
your time with that one. I have nothing to say about them.
I tak to jest mój podejrzany.
You're asking the wrong person. Ah, yes, Agent Folder.
Skąd
A
go
good
znasz?
man.
You know him?
We get on rather well, and we shared a number of views on the way things will run around here.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone
Nie,
at any
no
cost.
właśnie.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did she know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
No jak na razie ten gościu mi powiedział więcej niż ktokolwiek, bo w sumie nikt nic nie mówi. Jeszcze jedna osoba mi została do poznania. No dobrze, poszukajmy jej może. Będziesz tak wymachiwał tym gościu. I teraz musimy wskazówki o nim się dowiedzieć chyba, tak? Nie, to. Znaczy się? Somebody different. No to fajnie.
This area is kind of empty.
Przecież kliknąłem na niego. Cześć, znacie się?
Want me to sign a photograph for you?
Mnie denerwujesz, ty zasrany gówniaku. Dobra, może ktoś będzie w środku w tym domku. To było? Aha. No dobra, to może użyjmy tego klucza, co?
Even though I have the key, this door has so which key?
Może... tak? Ale one mają tak jak... Co ja zrobiłam? Ty, ale to było... Znaczy... przepraszam. To było dziwne, że mogę tak wsadzić klucz. Bez sensu to jest totalnie. Bo coś mają te wzgórki. To... Jezus, bardzo creepy.
These animals, I don't recognize any of them. These I don't... Hunting memorabilia, claws, teeth. It would be an...
Bardzo dziwny człowiek.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace. Something about... I feel like I just stumbled across an
I znowu ten śluz. Aha, i będę mogła iść do tej babki znowu.
I'm gonna... Something... There are signs of a struggle between the open... Oh, and on one side...
Ale mi procenty skaczą teraz.
This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore. And oh, this... This is the... This is the...
Fireplace.
Photos, but one of the... Wait a second. This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together, maybe it...
Dobrze, będziemy piece together. Czuję się jakbym układała puzzle. Układała puzzle. Układała puzzle. O, to fuk. A czy to tu nie padnie? No przecież to jest idealne miejsce. No wczep się tam. Czemu musimy się wczepić? To już jest połączone, no dobra. To jest jakieś małe zdjęcie? Dofukłe. Że to idealnie idzie. To jest jego łeb. To jest jego łeb. To jest jego łeb. O, to jest ten gościu.
photograph, and then some other men I don't know. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Któż tu jest? To jest podejrzany, wygląda jak małpa. Na pewno jest podejrzany.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Dobra, nie wiem o co chodzi. Najpierw sprawdźmy, ale chciałam mieć to jak najbliżej. Nie da się tak. Should be reason. Crime scene to jest... Tak, był duchem.
Richard Remington explains why the hunting photo belonged to a secret society. I don't get it. Richard Remington is historical evidence that the hunting photo belonged to a secret society. No.
Chwila, dobra, to był... tak.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington
Fajne podpowiedzi,
belonged to a
bardzo.
secret
10 na
society.
10 daję.
I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I
Mówiłam,
should
że
ask
on był
around,
jakimś dupkiem.
see if I can gather any
To mi
information
nikt
about
nie
his motives
wierzył.
for being here.
O, kolejny chapter, czyli kolejne prawdopodobnie...
Remington's desk is all about Boggy. An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure. Yeesh, it's a bit. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawers. It's a letter Remington. Before, my dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but I've only recently found the time to do the appropriate research. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization. The rest is obscured. It's a letter Remington. Before.
Aha, dobra, ale to tylko tyle? Aha, dobra.
Vincent Vanderpeer. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. Vincent Vanderpeer's.
Business card.
It's a note addressed. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, we're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry. It's some kind of. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no
O,
idea.
mystery for tomorrow.
It's a letter before.
Dobra, ale tego się nie da przesunąć, tak?
There's a map. It's been. It's a.
Dajcie mi
There's a
wyżej.
map. There's a. It's been.
Czyli to już na pewno nic jeszcze nie będzie.
It's a. Richard.
Aha, dobra,
send-
to muszę
and
spróbować
it's some-
Wietnam,
oh,
przepraszam.
There's a map. It's.
Gdzieś są pozaznaczone? No gdzie? No dobra. Wizytówkę mamy, to mamy.
Remington's dead. It's all. And Yeesh. Perhaps.
Dobrze, to już zrobiliśmy. Co to jest? O! Fajne. Hold, no dobra, dobra. No idźmy. Aha, tutaj się da tylko. No okej.
They open.
Czemu mi kazało, znaczy tam się świeciło? Czyli czegoś tutaj nie odkryłam? Czego? No,
This is the creep. No. This is the.
czego nie odkryłam?
These. I don't. These. This is the.
Strzelba. To już klikałam, tu też, tu też.
An old. This.
No i to co to jest jeszcze tutaj?
Yeesh. Perhaps.
No już to robiliśmy, no. Ile może, no. Ile może, no.
It's a letter before. There's a map of the swamp. It's been. It's a letter Remington before. My dear. But I.
Dobra, ja już tu nie chcę być. Nawet jeśli będziemy regały 390. Ale już to robiliśmy. O co chodzi? No dobra. W dół. Dobra, mogę cię o coś nowego zapytać?
You
Mogę.
saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to
Tamtego
handle
musimy na
that
pewno
kind of work, and
sorry,
I like to
tamtego.
let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know. I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
Mocne, mocne, bardzo fajne. Dobra.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it? Some
Miejmy
evidence
głowę.
from last night's murder?
Miejmy to z głowy. Miejmy
That's
gościa
great.
z głowy. Irytuje mnie. Jeszcze jednej osoby nie poznaliśmy. Czyli pewnie samego Bugiego.
I don't really have time to be looking at items from
No,
your
denerwuje się mnie przede
collection.
wszystkim.
You won't
Mega.
be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Dobra, ja bym się przeszła,
If you want
kurczę,
an
przede
autograph, a
wszystkim
plain sheet of paper will
do tego
suffice, thank
pana,
you.
który sprzedaje jedzonko. Okej, tutaj już nic nowego.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
No ciekawe. Chyba już wszystko. Sprawdźmy jeszcze u niego.
So, what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool
Bardzo
than he
sympatyczny
seemed.
człowiek, bardzo
But
chciałem
he didn't
takiego
like you
poznać.
hanging around, right?
W pewnym sensie
That
jest takim
man
zapaleńcem,
was
ale wydaje się
exceptionally
bardzo
skilled at ignoring me,
sympatycznym.
ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what?
Aha,
he just
czyli jak on
left
nie
you
lubi
alone?
kogoś, to kogoś
He
ignoruje,
expected
więc
me to
bardzo
get bored
dobrze,
and go
bardzo.
home.
A ja się jaram.
He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
In the brochure.
No
Brochure.
thanks, my friend.
My friend. Kojarzymy, my friend.
What?
O,
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some
Wiedziałam,
kind
że
There
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
dobrze, pokażę mu.
Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a
Gdzie on
suspicion
był?
it may have been the murder
Zniknął.
weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
Widocznie nie. Moi drodzy, widocznie nie był zaatakowany przez pazurki. Dobra, 68%. Bardzo ładnie, bardzo ładnie. Więc co? Odmeldowuję się. Trzymajcie się, cześć.